Hi everyone, this is Dave Heimberg. I'd like to share with you chanting Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. So thank you for joining me with that, hopefully. Today, April 28th, is Declaration Day in Buddhism, in Nichiren Buddhism. This is the day we resolve to promote and practice and propagate the teachings of Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, just as the Buddha Nichiren did back in the 13th century. So, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, many of you have heard of it. It is the teaching by which people become a Buddha. It's the teaching that enables people to actually become a Buddha, not just in theory, but in reality and in practice. So this day was taken by Nichiren as an opportunity to actually fight religious relativism of his day. And it's our opportunity as well to put out all effort to overcome religious relativism, because certainly, without doubt, religious relativism is the biggest enemy of people becoming a Buddha in this lifetime. So what is religious relativism? It's the philosophical position that all points of view are equally valid and that all truth is relative to the individual. So it's the so-called "it's all good," which I really detest, point of view that any spiritual practice or belief is equally valid, or if you're an atheist, equally invalid. And both of those points of view, when it comes to the teaching of Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, are totally incorrect. They're the teachings of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, any of the theistic religions point outside of you for and the ability given only to God to imbue your life with a spiritual connection, so to speak, or spiritual development within your life. It happens not through anything you do, but only external to you. And as I said earlier, the atheists are out there. And by the way, all Buddhists should be atheists. I believe. I am an atheist. But you should really look into discarding your preconception or your bias against there being any teaching whatsoever that enables anyone to become a Buddha. Let me get you some sort of an example of how you could think of this. Any significant change to your subjective reality requires an experience. Like if you wanted to ride a roller coaster, for instance, and said it's a lot of up and down and around and around, and you bounce up and down in your chair and spin around, you could say, well, I experienced a roller coaster and it's not much fun, but you really have to go to an amusement park and ride a good roller coaster to get the experience of that. And there are so many other analogies you could use to understand that without experiencing this Buddhist practice, this teaching of Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, it's impossible to say legitimately that it does not work. So you should be open-minded and try an open-minded scientific method of approaching this teaching and see if you can prove or disprove it within your own life. And understand that all Buddhists have used this methodology, and by doing so have had to discard elements of current religion in their time. Each and every one of them did, and you and I have to do the same thing. And this moment, every single moment that we experience in our lives has the potential to discover the Buddha within us. It's like discovering strength within ourselves through exercise or weightlifting. It's we call it inside of us. Strength, muscular strength, is inside of us. It's not, that can be misleading, but I think with a little bit of open-mindedness, we'll all agree that yes, it is. Well, so is Buddhahood. It's inside of you and it's developable. It's something that you and I can and do develop with our Buddhist practice of Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. So no matter what your religious beliefs are, or if you have none, today's the day to seek out the Buddha within your life by chanting Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. I encourage you to chant 30 minutes, chant an hour and a half, 2 hours, or longer, and really discover this strong life condition of Buddhahood, this compassion, this understanding, and this very powerful, almost indescribable happiness that wells up from within your own life by chanting Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. And if you're already a Nichiren Buddhist, why don't you join me in making a video or writing a post on Facebook or telling other people publicly about Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. Make your own declaration of Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. Maybe 100 people will join me, or 1,000 or 1,000,000. I hope more and more people come to understand that Namum Myoho Renge Kyo is a teaching. It's the teaching that enables us all to become Buddhas. So join me in a closing 3 Daimoku Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. Chant with me, please. Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. Namum Myoho Renge Kyo. Namum Myoho Renge Kyo.